Hi, we're Lauren and Craig, and we're 4 months into our road trip around the UK in Helga, our vintage motorhome. Our aim is to visit the wildest places we can find, and we've just spent the past month in Shetland where we saw orcas, and we're hoping to see more of them in Orkney. After a sleepless night on the ferry, we decided to take our first day in Orkney pretty easy and just rest at this beach all day. While Shetland was full of sheep, Orkney was full of cows, and we woke up one morning to find lots of them waiting at this gate for us. I assume it's because of the cows, but the farmers here seem to use barbed wire everywhere, including over the stiles, so it was actually really dangerous to go over these ones.
That's ridiculous.
We spent our days hiking along the cliff tops, and one of the trails led us past Yesnaby Castle Sea Stack, which is this really incredible rock formation that just shoots straight out the sea, and it changes shape as you walk around the cliffs. Orkney is filled with history from the Vikings to the World Wars, and while we're not really interested in history, we're more nature people, we did find this shipwreck beside the road pretty damn cool. It was sunk on purpose as a block ship to prevent boats from coming through during the war. When the sun was out, we would park up by the sea, and we had these magical twilighty evenings. But let's be honest, we were in Orkney to try and see orcas again, and we got word that they were in this bay. They were really far away but constantly breaching, which was so fun to see, but sadly these boats were chasing them.
That boat's getting way too close.
They're chasing them. What are they doing?
They're hunting seals, so they're following the coastline in the shallows, and we managed to track them along the shoreline for quite a while.
Woohoo!
It is almost midday and we've just got note of some orcas in the south, so we're going to go hit the road, quickly finish this tea.
As we were driving, I saw a post on Facebook saying someone was heading out in their boat in Kirkwall as the orcas were right there, and they were offering free trips. We made it to the harbour just in time, and we're joined by 6 other people, so we felt super lucky to be there. And best of all, the captain was really respectful to the wildlife, and there was no chasing.
Never mind that they are coming to us, we are not going to them. And they are coming this way.
Oh my god.
The orcas soon left the bay, and we could see they were heading along the coast, so we hopped in Helga and drove up to see them again. We're much better prepared with these spontaneous encounters now and bring snacks every time.
Oh, they're coming. We've been waiting about an hour or so on these cliffs. There's people further down on the next 2 cliffs, but we've risked it and come to this spot. They're on their way.
And this happened to be the same 2 pods we saw in Shetland just a few days ago. They've swum all the way to Orkney.
Oh my god, that's amazing! They fucking rode the waves! Oh, the balls, tail slaps!
You see it? It's not.
This particular area was really good to view them from because we were on a headland, so when they passed around one edge, we ran to the other side to witness them swimming towards us again.
Gonna go up and
The next day we were treated to even more sightings, so we felt super grateful, and this time they were all swimming in almost a straight line together. So they weren't diving up and down, they were just keeping their fins above the water, which was really bizarre. I'd love to see what was going on below the water here, or why they were acting like this, but they were tail slapping and spy hopping where they poked their head out the water. It was so fascinating watching them.
Lost them. Oh my god, they're gone right
When they got to the tip of the headland, their behaviour changed and they started diving down, which definitely looked like they were hunting. We've seen orcas in many countries around the world, and I have to say the encounters we've had in Scotland have been some of the best. This is how excited we were after a day of tracking them. After those 2 12-hour days running along the coastline and driving frantically to see the orcas, we needed some time to chill out. So we picked this lovely beach spot and relaxed in the sun, and we were also joined by a special visitor.
We have a cat in the van. What's happening?
Hey, buddy. Hey. Oh, you're very straight away.
Just finished dinner. What are you doing here? Where do you live? Where have you come from?
Okay, I know I hate cats. But they're quite adorable.
Oh, good morning, friend. Hello. Go on then.
Hello again. Hello. Where did you sleep last night?
When we went to leave that morning, we had a few electrical issues with Helga. Her thermostat stopped working, which was really odd, and it meant the fan wasn't coming on. When we looked under the bonnet, it appeared that these cables had literally been pulled out, which was impossible because we'd been parked up all night. Unless...
Where did you sleep last night?
Yeah, we're pretty sure the cat slept in our bonnet and laid on the cables. On the plus side, we fixed the van and we were treated to this incredible view with clouds drifting over the mountaintops. After a couple of weeks on Orkney and no new sightings of orcas, we figured it was probably time for us to head to the mainland. And while we're sad to say goodbye to the Northern Isles, we're also super excited for the Highlands and hiking mountains.